Hello there, yes, it's the Ginger Man, and here I am in the beautiful town of Cupar. I've been excited for this place because I have good memories here. When I was 10 years old, this is where I scored my first ever goal for Elgin Star playing football, so great memories. So I'm excited to be back. As you can see in the background, this place is beautiful and the sun is shining. So let's get started. Cupar, show me what you got! Peace!
Test my microphone. I'm firing up the podcast. Sound waves coming to your home. Ginger Man with a can is here to make your day. Ginger Man with a can would like to hear you say.
Man, Cupar is way more picturesque than I first realised. As I say, it's a place I've visited many times, but I've never really stopped to have a walk around the place, discover its history, its community, and really find out what Cupar is all about. I'm quite excited. Just standing here looking over the train station, I'm in awe already, the architecture of the place. So this town's believed to have grown around the site of Cupar Castle apparently, which was the seat of the sheriff and was owned by the Earls of Fife. The area became a judiciary as the county of Fife and as a market town catering for both cattle and sheep. So we've got a market town here, yeah? Of course, it's DMM Crichton, 1801 to 1851. Who is this guy? Is he waving? Oh, he's waving. I've just read about this guy, DMM Crichton, and he is strategically placed over the railway station. Is the bin then? Aye, that sun is blinding me. Let me use the statue to get the sun in my eyes. There we go, thanks. Thanks, Crichton. See, the statue's got good uses. He's blocking the sun so I can see the camera. Right, so this guy is looking over the railway station because he was a, what did it say here? He was a free churchman and politician who fought for the railway station. He fought for it because the railwaymen only wanted to have a cheaper level crossing. There he is, he gets a statue. Brilliant. What a hero. What a hero. There we go. It's the Millennium Cycleways, and what it says here is all roads lead to Cupar, which I can confirm is an absolute lie because I almost took the wrong junction on the way here and that road definitely didn't lead to Cupar. But hey, it's a nice sign. So, wha will take Cupar, moan to Cupar. Aye, better gang than be ta'en. Whoever goes to Cupar travels for a reason. It's always better to go than be taken. There you go, I think my Scots was pretty good there. The information on Cupar is gathering quickly, and a story is starting to emerge about this town and what we've got. A lot of history here, absolutely. Full of history. And as I say the word absolutely, there's absolute floor care. Cool. So we've got the Cupar Museum preserving and presenting the town's rich history. It's at the station, the Crichton statue. There we go. There's the truth. He's the campaigner. He fought for a bridge to be built instead of a dangerous, inconvenient level crossing. So he did. So he didn't get the railway station, he got the bridge built, which is equally as good as the railway station. Well done, mate. Well done. Pulls apart. I think they sell pulls. Do they sell pulls? Pulls apart, carpets and curtains. Of course, carpets and curtains pulls apart. That's also my favourite Pink Floyd song, or one of my favourite Pink Floyd songs. Pulls apart. Look at this. Why is it boarded up? This is a phenomenal building. This is as nice a building as you're going to see. Well, if it was done up. It was looked after. Maybe the cost of keeping it together is too much. Wow. 1868. What was this building used for? Do you know? I'm not going to research this one. I'm going to leave it to someone out there in the comments to let me know. What was this? What was the story of this? I look forward to someone telling me. Look at this. This is always a great feature in any town. A flow of water running right through the heart of it. A bandstand, a park. Now we're talking. Sun is shining and I am excited. Look at this. Tell you what, Cupar is another place I wouldn't say no to live in. Like, there's not much litter either. Good bins. This is beautiful. What a... Look at the trees on either side. It's just so well kept and nice. So what have we got here? So across the road we've got a public footpath to Business Park via Riverside Walk. Do you want to see a business park? Nah, we'll go to the town centre. It's 500 metres via Riverside Walk, so whatever way we go we're getting a Riverside Walk. I've got a spine tingling chill this morning because this place is stunning. Oh, Cupar, give me more. And I can see the spire to some beautiful churches too, so lots to see, lots to do. And we'll be meeting up with Steve on the drone soon, and we've got some exciting news to announce about the Fife Walk. Aha! Look at this. This park even has its own bandstand. And for those that don't know, bandstands were for outside concerts with multi-purpose use. So the design of them is for the acoustics. They're good for interchangeable weather. I don't know if they're still really used. Do people still put on shows in these? But I think in COVID times, let's bring back the use of the bandstand over the summer. Pretty cool, right? Look at it. The design is lovely. All about paintwork. We've got stairs up. Look at this. We've got an outside gym, public toilets. We've got a park. Is that a flagpole? We've got a flagpole flying a soul tyre. Unbelievable, what a place. Got all these trees, they're going to be colourful soon. The place is going to be littered with spring beauty and summer sunshine very soon. So here's the bandstand where it should all be happening. Wow. So when I mentioned I was going to Cupar, someone said that it's got one of the best war memorials, bar none. And as I walk up to it, I've got a spine tingle and chill, and that's a rare event. You know, I've seen a lot of these around Fife, and I think he was right. Look at that, look at the angel wings. Holy moly. This is beautiful. The symmetry of the building, the work that's gone into it, the little door. What? Town and parish, who fell in 1914 to 1980. We've got the names: MacDonald, McGregor, Mackenzie, McKillen, Norrie, Phillips, Preston, Patterson. All of these names. Robertson, Simpson, Skinner, Small. These people died for our freedom. Do we take it for granted sometimes? Absolutely. And these beautiful moments in time serve to remind us what they done for us and what we have today, and why we must protect through kindness and love. But wow, let's just take a minute to admire what we got here. It's Cupar in blue. Just walking in Cupar. Look at the wee walkways over to the houses. Imagine stumbling across this drunk after a night out. You'd be struggling with that door before you even get to your front door. Imagine trying to get that thing open. Nightmare. And that. Look at this. Is that someone's house? Yeah, I think it is. That is awesome. I definitely feel like I'm exported back in time here. This is cool. This is cool. It's the Burnside. I don't think it's seen hunters in a while. It's a nice building again. It's got sort of old farms feel to it. I like that they've kept the old sign up. The guttering could do a change. So there, any plumbers out there looking for some guttering work, in touch with the Burnside Hotel. There's the steamy. So there's a lot of old architecture here. Lots of beautiful little streets as you'd expect. This is where we are, the Ladyburn. The Ladyburn, a tributary of the River Eden, flows from Monimal Parish and ran around the northern edge of medieval Cupar. Its course takes it round the base of Moat Hill, the medieval Moat Hill, or meeting place where court trials were heard. An archaeological dig in 2018 discovered a cremated Bronze Age bones on the east Moat Hill. Look, flooding on Burnside. We know about flooding. This is a great sign. It's really short to the ground though, so it's really good for us short people. If you're really tall, you might get a sore back reading it. That's alright. I'm sure there's taller signs to accommodate. Here we go. Water from the burn was used for a variety of local industries. There was a linen works, dye works, a sawmill, gasworks and a tannery, one of the three in the town. When it closed, it was converted into flats with the name Tannery Court. Robert Tullis produced the Fife Herald newspaper in the nearby Burnside printing works. So yeah, that's why we've got loads of beautiful architecture. And the building next to the river must have been possibly one of these, a mill of some sort, or a place of work right on it. Interesting. So here we go, this is a great sign, and lovely pictures as well. Look. The old life. The good days, or the bad days, depending on who you speak to. Amazing. And you can see on this map, we're here, so there's Newtown, which I think is this bit over here, Burnside North. We'll be following the signs. There's Bonnygate, Castle Hill, the beautiful church spire that we can see. So, lots to see, lots of history to explore. This place is fascinating. We're next. So, here we are. I feel like we're walking into the main town centre bit with the shops. We've got a fish shop. If you like fish, I like fish. If you know Fife, you know Fife likes fish. Lots of fish shops in Fife. Morning. You got to sometimes say morning, people just look at you like, why is that guy talking to himself? So you've got to confront the elephant in the room. Hello, I am talking to myself off the camera. Walking around Cupar on a sunny but breezy morning. It's so easy. It's so easy. There we go. Oh well. You know what? I don't know why I didn't think Cupar High Street was so big. I thought it was just a small high street, but it appears we have a very large high street in Cupar. Man, this place is awesome. Look at this shop, the Lighthouse. The old Freemasons Hall, carved into the wall. It's a cool building, 1811, and it's got a clock. Look at this. Built in 1811 for Lodge Cupar at Fife, number 19, which in the year 2000 still meets here. It's quite noisy though. Lodge number 19 was one of several Masonic lodges and similar societies to flourish in Cupar in the 18th and 19th century. Cool building. So we've got a bit of Freemasonry going on in old Cupar, eh? This could be the most beautiful high street in Fife. Cupar, yeah. Best in Cupar? Yes, you say it, man. Best in Cupar? no. Thanks, man. Have a good day. So I met the guy who works at the Dragon Horse Chinese takeaway. Now I know everyone loves a good Chinese takeaway, and he was real friendly. And he says this is the best Chinese in Cupar. I don't know, I've not tried it, but I'm sure I'll try it one day. though. Holy moly. Jesus. Man, this is a spine-tingling church. Who knew? Well, the residents of Cupar knew, but Ginger Man didn't. Wow! Don't make them like they used to. That's all I'm saying. They do not make them like they used to. So this beauty is St John's Church, designed by Campbell Douglas and Sellers, Glasgow, for Cupar Free Church. For Cupar Free Church, and opened on the 20th of November 1878. Renamed St John's in 1900 at 160 feet. This spire makes this the tallest building in Cupar. Yeah, absolutely the tallest building in Cupar. You can see it from everywhere you stand in this lovely town. What a beauty. Look at the flowers. Oh man, I can smell all the flowers too. I can smell spring as I walk through here. I don't know what I can smell. I don't have such a cultured nose, but I know what I smelt was nice. They've got the famous Cupar Bird Cafe. Blackbirds, robins, blue tits, sparrows and finches. We got them all. Big thank you to Brian Carr for the coffee tip. That was fantastic. Enjoyed my coffee this morning. It was amazing. Went to my Baines, got myself a lovely coffee. So thank you. Great. Every little bit helps in towards my goal of going around Fife, filming every town in Fife. I'm going to be walking the entire Fife coast for episode 100, walking it in one full go. Well, obviously sleeping and stopping along the way. And I will be staying at Silverburn campsite on one of the nights. I can announce that. They've kindly offered to put me up for the night, so we'll see how that goes. It looks spectacular, so I'll add more details as I go and I'll pop a link in below. Yeah, and I'll be taking you all along on that journey. So yeah, any support is great. You can tip me on PayPal or you can join my Patreon. Each month I will update some behind the scenes footage or unseen clips from these videos that I have edited out. So aye, thanks, all the help is appreciated. So aye, thanks Brian, you're a legend. And right next to the big church, we've got this church, the Cupar Baptist Church. It's a bit more modest, but still beautiful. Look at the intricate design on the building. It's tough being next to this guy, you know? That's like standing next to the bigger boy at the urinal. Bonnygate Church, built in 1866 for Cupar United Presbyterian Church. In 1972, Bonnygate congregation, I'll wait for the van to pass, or the tractor. Bonnygate congregation gave this building to Cupar Baptists, who then donated their property in Provost Wine to Age Concern. Baptists have maintained a witness in Cupar since 1816. There you go. I love the little plaques on the buildings. Pineapple, choose products that change lives. This is cool. Love the pineapple. So we're going to go check out Duffys Park, home of, I believe, Cupar Hearts. Oh, it's very busy though, holy moly. This is a cracking park, and this is it. This park here, this is where I scored my first ever goal playing football. Wee Ginger Man. Back in 1998 it must have been. It's so well kept up here. There's a stand, there's an all-weather pitch, we've got grass pitches, we've got a park down there, there's outside gym equipment, rugby pitches, tennis courts. This is lovely. It's the famous Duffys Park, home of the famous Cupar Hearts. and some rugby team too. It's not all good football stories up here. I remember playing for the South Saturday Amateurs and on the Astro, playing Greg Park Rangers. I think it was maybe about 18-0, or was it 18-1? I don't know, doesn't matter, we got hammered. So yeah, there's some dark memories here too, but still, hey, it's a nice place to get pumped. Cupar, it's a fair trade town, twinned with Saint-Menehould, France. Cupar in bloom, and it is blooming. It's blooming fabulous. Hey, so I'm reading here, there's a good bit of history on Cupar. Towards the latter stages of the 13th century, the borough became the site of an assembly of 3 estates, clergy, nobility and burgesses, organised by Alexander III in 1276 as predecessor of the Parliament of Scotland. Although written information of the charter for a modern town was lost, evidence suggests that this existed as one of the many properties owned by the Earls of Fife in 1294. Look at this. So a lot of people, when I came to Cupar, were saying you gotta go to Fisher's and Donaldson. Now I have had a fudge donut here before and it was fabulous. It was amazing. It was super tasty. Look at this, we've got a garden cafe. We've got an old vehicle on the top of it. I don't know how they got that up there. Did they drive it up on a big ramp? Did they crane it up? I don't know. But this place is fancy. And I can smell coffee. Here it is. So I've gone for a vanilla latte and a Fisher and Donaldson's famous fudge donut. I'm so excited for my fudge donut. I came back to the Bandstand, my favourite place in Cupar. I'm sitting back here thinking, listening to a local band, someone playing some music, it's a sunny day, there's dogs everywhere. Look at that. Tastes amazing. You've got to come to Cupar and get one of these. Erected by bequest from Miss Anne L. Black of Castle Bank for her native town of Cupar, 1924. What a bandstand. It's the Cupar Corn Exchange. There we go. This is where people would exchange corn. There we go, Cupar Corn Exchange. What a lovely building. Let's see what this is. Press the button. There's another one. By desire of the community, the above shaft and unicorn were on the application of Provost McQueen, restored to the town by David Weems, Esquire of Weems Hall, and were erected here by public subscription 22nd of June 1987. 1897. 1897. That's the shaft. As you can see, this is a long shaft. Unitas. That looks like something else. Pretty creepy, but these are cool. These guys are cool. Unitas. This is really nice. It's the Millgate Cross. On this pedestal stood for centuries near the spot before it was removed to Weems Hall Hill about 1812. It was erected here on the 22nd of June 1897 in commemoration of the 60 years reign of Queen Victoria. There we go, Cupar Millgate Cross. Pretty cool, and look, this is where Cupar did business. So, okay, a royal borough. As a royal borough, Cupar could hold markets, conduct trade and levy taxes. So that's the key information here. So somewhere's a royal borough, it had the ability to hold markets, conduct trade and levy taxes. The symbol of that status was the Millgate Cross. We're learning. Originally located to the east of the wide marketplace at the top of the cross gate. The street of the cross standing next to the cross was the toll booth building where the borough council met and miscreants were jailed. It's a fancy toll booth with a fancy clock. But we're in Cupar and all the buildings look fancy. The tall-spired covered market, the Corn Exchange, superseded the street market in 1862. It sits at the base of Castle Hill where Cupar Castle once stood. So that's where Cupar Castle stood, and that's the Corn Exchange. That's now a vaccine centre. The castle site was the location in 1552 of the first ever performance of Scotland's great medieval play and satire of the Theory Estates. I have no idea what that is. Excuse my ignorance. By Sir David Lindsay, a body romp that mercilessly lampooned authority. I like it. I like the sound of it. Mercilessly lampooned authority. It's a Market Cross. There's a toll booth, and there's a person. There's a person. There's a horse and cart. You know. Good times. Good times. Now we've got Greg's and Semichem. Tak 10 to sma things. See, this is what Cupar gives you. It gives you street signs like this. Tak 10 to sma things. Brilliant. Got carpets. Fife Herald. You know, the remnants of the Fife Herald building. Printers, stationers, booksellers, newsagents. There we go. The Duncan Institute. This is the library entrance, designed by John Mill, built in 1870 with legacy from Miss Duncan of Eden Grove for the working classes of Cupar, Daresay and Killiconquhar parishes. It originally housed a library, lecture hall and museum. Boom, this place has got it all, man. Look at this building. Yikes. Yikes on my bikes. I'll get it from across the road. Wow. So this street's Crossgate and we're heading on to Millgate. There's Lord Chancellor House, look at this. Lord Chancellor House. I want to head down by the water. So I'm going to head along the River Eden and just get a bit of nature now. I want a woodland walk. We've not had a woodland walk today and I've been here for ages. This place is packed with historical buildings, you know, the sign of a really proud community, because the place is kept so well, and that for me is the sign of a proud community. Either that or plenty of council money, you tell me. Look at this. And if you want to know the importance of the River Eden to Cupar, this was literally the lifeblood in which this place was built on. You know, this ran right through the centre and powered all the industry. Phenomenal nature, you know, and now look what we have in this beautiful place. And what a walk, man. Imagine just having this as your morning walk. Ooh. I'm just going to walk along next to the River Eden. I've heard from locals and people on my comments that I might see some otters. How cool would that be? Because you know I love seeing nature. I've not seen a deer in a while. That's a shame. So I'd love to see some otters today. I'm holding out for an otter. A field of Duffys. The thing is, there's so much to see in Cupar that I'm aware that I'm going to miss some things. You know, I heard that there was a substation or something, some sort of listening station, MOD listening station. There's the Tavitt Hill with a mansion on it. We'll try and get as many places as I can, but don't be upset if I don't manage, because I'm trying my hardest here to film as much as I can. And look at this. Our Eden's fruit is not forbidden, so sit and crunch on Newton's wind fallen star. There's stuff carved in. I really like red apples. I really like to pick them. They're juicy and tasty and golden and red. I like baked apples with raisins in the middle. Findlay, age 4. Findlay, age 4 is a poet. Look at this building. So this looks like it was part of the old, one of the old mills, I think. It looks like it. The old footprints of the old industrial age of this country. You know? And what I always find, and I always remember back learning about the Industrial Revolution from history, and then I later on went to study sociology, which mixed in history, Scottish history. People lived a hard life in the past. This Industrial Revolution was tough on people, and these are our ancestors who they grinded themselves to death, most of them. Early death. Hardly getting to stop and appreciate the world around them to build the foundation of what we have today. So I guess we must honour that hard work, because otherwise it gets lost. The appreciation disappears, and you know, if we don't know where we come from, where are we going? Cupar Mills. And that, my friends, is how you picture a bird eating seeds. It's cool. Look at this. Look at the wee windy street. And you like that on a dark winter's night. And a cool bridge with the River Eden flowing right through. It's actually a beautiful walk along the river. So I definitely advise, if you're in Cupar, have a wee river walk, because it's just fantastic. Good few hours in Cupar. I've had a great day. Spoke to a few people. Norrie Kirk. He was a friend of Stephen, man on drone. There we go, Victoria Bridge, opened by the Provost Magistrates and Councillors of the Borough of Cupar on the 8th of June 1901. So you can see the very, very, very large political influence in this town. And again, that comes with the growing commerce economy of the town. It's part and parcel, I guess, and with that comes these beautiful structures that we can look back on and appreciate, like Victoria Bridge here, looking over the very, very stunning and beautiful Eden River. You're no bad, Cupar, you're no bad. Oh, that's me done. I'm back at the car. I'm pretty tired. I was up at 6 this morning. There was a blue sky, so I thought I'd better get out of my bed. That and my dog Angus was sprawled right across the middle of my bed, and he kind of had me hanging off it. But hey, it was a good idea to get up early because I've had an amazing day, and I filmed as much as I could. This place had way more than expected. The buildings, wow. This place is a pure walking tour. And then you've got the River Eden to cap it off. I know I've missed loads, Cupar, but I have to come back because this is somewhere really, really special. Wow. That's all I'm going to say, Cupar. Peace.